So I'm here at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, and I've just seen Manchester City draw 3-3 with Everton in a thrilling Premier League match, but one that represents a significant blow for Pep Guardiola's side in the title race. Now, after watching Arsenal score 3 unanswered goals against Fulham in a confident victory at the Emirates on Saturday, City knew heading to Merseyside that they could ill afford to drop any points if they really wished to seriously boost their chances of winning a 7th league title in 10 years under Guardiola. And City were heading into this one with a 17-game unbeaten run against Everton in the league. And that has been increased to 18 matches now. But the feeling from this game now is that they've dropped 2 massive points and handed Arsenal now a significant advantage in this title race. The game started off in dominant fashion for Man City. They dominated possession, 78% possession in total. They had 3 times as many passes as Everton. In the first 18 minutes, they had 5 corners, were really dominant in that first half. And the persistence eventually paid off, courtesy of a great strike, a wonderful strike from Jeremy Doku on the stroke of half-time. Shifts the ball onto his left foot and curls a delightful finish into that top corner to give City that deserved lead. But after the break then, City, they just seemed to lose their way a little bit in that second half. They weren't creating as many clear-cut opportunities, and this crowd here at the Hill Dickinson Stadium were roaring Everton on to try and get an equaliser, and they managed to get that in the end. Donnarumma made a couple of good saves to deny Iliman and Dye, but in the end he couldn't keep out a finish from Tierno Barry, substitute Tierno Barry. It was a real disaster for City from a defensive point of view. Mark Gay was, he's someone that's so reliable normally in possession, but it was a misplaced pass from him, and that allowed Tierno Barry to run through and calmly slot a finish past Donnarumma, so that restored parity for Everton in the 68th minute. Then just about 5 minutes later, Jake O'Brien powers home a header, towering above City's defence, and to head home from a corner to give Everton the lead. This stadium here was bouncing, then City looked dejected, and then a third goal went in. Tierno Barry again, with the finish, a simple tap in. City sort of switched off defensively, allowed Merlin Roll to just run through on the right and roll the cross straight to Barry to tap in. So it was 3-1 then with about 10 minutes to go, and it looked as if City were going to head for a really devastating defeat. But City responded very quickly with Erling Haaland and a deft chip over Jordan Pickford to make it 3-2. And then with the last kick of virtually the last kick of the game, 96th minute, Jeremy Doku produces a wonderful strike, another one, this time with his right foot on the edge of the area, curls it into the top corner to provide maybe Man City with a glimmer of hope in this title race. Who knows how significant that point could actually be for City. But in reality, you've got to look at it now and say that the advantage really is with Arsenal. This draw means that the title race is out of Man City's hands because they are now 5 points behind Arsenal. They do have that game in hand, but they've got 4 games left in total. And Arsenal, if City can win all their remaining games now, pick up 12 points from 12, it might not be enough, as Arsenal can win all their games knowing that they would be crowned champions. So it's a real blow really for City to drop points. They knew this was a must win, and they've not come away with maximum points, so it is a significant blow. I think City themselves will feel confident they can bounce back and win the remaining 4 games against Brentford, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth and Aston Villa. But in the end, it might count for nothing in the end, because Arsenal are themselves now finding a way to sort of grind out wins. They got a confident win, as I said earlier, against Fulham. They beat Newcastle, I think, earlier as well. And they've got a favourable run of fixtures themselves. They've still got to play relegated Burnley, for example. They've got to play Palace on the final day. They will be focused very much on the Conference League if they can get through to the final there. So yeah, it's from a City point of view, it's hard to take this one really tonight. A lot to digest, and hopefully for City they can bounce back. But yeah, the overriding feeling from this will be disappointment that they've not managed to get the 3 points that they really needed from this game. So what next for Man City? Well, they do return to the Etihad Stadium to take on Brentford in their next match on Saturday. So that won't be an easy fixture, considering that Brentford are still chasing a top 6 finish. But if they're to win that, they will move then to within 2 points of Arsenal before they take on West Ham at the London Stadium on Sunday. So will it put a bit of pressure on Arsenal? Maybe, if they get a win, but Arsenal will still be confident now of getting over the line. Who knows what will happen, if there are any more twists and turns in this thrilling title race. But whatever happens, stay tuned to Sportsmall's official website and their YouTube channel for more Premier League content as we head into the final few games of the season.